Cool.
So we see scenes of Summer's breakdowns. Andy asks her how she's doing. She starts crying. She says she's doing better now, but she is sorry for the things that she said. She was drowning and she really didn't know how to ask for help. Summer says she and Bria are in a good place now.
Did you find it weird that when Summer started to cry, no one moved? That, like, basically she cried, no one moved to console her initially. Only one that was about to move to give respect to Jordan was Jordan.
No, I didn't feel any way about it. Summer caused a lot of ruckus. So I didn't look at anybody like, why is nobody like making sure she's good? Like, number one, we're on a reunion show, so like we need to be seated in our places. Okay. We only got an hour. This is not no part 1, part 2, part 3. Okay, this is the reunion. Yeah. So let's make sure we get through it. Somebody pass her down a towel. What do you call it? A tissue. Okay, there we go. And then let's keep it moving. So I didn't think too much about it. What about you?
Yeah, I thought it just shows how much she's on the outs.
Okay.
I think it just shows how much, like, even though people say we're good now, and basically saying like, I don't hate you, but we're not friends. And I honestly don't know if she's friends with anybody on that cast. I know she champions Preston at one point of the reunion. She basically was like, you know, like, I love Preston and things like that. But I don't know if Preston is there for her in the way of a friend more than just like a listening ear. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. He said, like, I'll always be there for you. So I expect their friendship to always be heavy, to not be light with fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then Summer says that with Jordan that they are kind of in a rough spot right now, but she thinks that they'll be okay and they'll get through it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But Alex brings up a good point where he says, you know, okay, you've been going through all this stuff. Is it possible to go through a hard time and still treat people well? And Summer says it's possible, but she didn't know how. And I'm going to tell Summer this. I don't believe you.
Really?
I don't believe you. I think you wanted to act behind. I think you wanted to get your anger out. I think you wanted to yell at people. I think you wanted to do and say the things that you wanted to do. Just like we talk about, well, me and my husband talk about how people know how to act, when and where to act. So Summer, if you got all this rage and stuff like that, and if you have a 9-to-5 job, you tend to know how to talk to those people and be able to keep your job and keep ahead about yourself. So to me, I'm just like, so you found it comfortable enough to come into this house and treat these people any kind of way. It's because you wanted to. And I don't believe she didn't know how. I think she did what she wanted to do, and she saw that, oh, people aren't just like forgiving me like she thinks they do with Jordan. Like, Jordan can pop off and everybody's cool, because I know that was a point for her.
That's facts,
and so I think she wanted to be able to rage and do and whatever she wanted to do, and people would just say, oh, that's just Summer. But no, people were not feeling that. So hey, here we are.
It's funny how you take that angle, where the angle that stood out to me was, while they was talking about this, Alex said, is it possible to go through a hard time and still treat people well? I thought that was shade towards Summer. Because I took it as like, well, of course, if everybody's in their right state of mind, if they're not going through something, of course it's possible, but it didn't happen. Yeah. So it kind of made it seem like, to your point, Alex said in that one sentence, like, yeah, but that's no excuse. You get what I'm saying? I was like, dang, Alex, you really don't like Summer. So, but I agree with what you're saying. I already see how they already pointing us to Summer, how like they want us to view Summer as basically like everything that basically any ruckus that caused throughout this season, it basically was Summer was in the middle of it. And that's fair. You get what I'm saying? If you want to treat people right, we will see you treat people right.
Yeah.
If you want to cause a fuss, we go see that too, you know?
Yeah.